Emotional intelligence, the secret to better relationships and success. You know what this guy screaming at a cashier over 50 cents, your ex-boss, and that friend who always forgets their wallet have in common? They all have the emotional intelligence of an enraged hamster. 95% of people consider themselves self-aware. The real number? 10 to 15%. It's like if 95% of drivers thought they were Formula 1 pros, but actually can't even parallel park. Today I'm going to tell you why emotional intelligence isn't just a buzzword for your LinkedIn profile, but literally a superpower that determines whether you'll be successful and happy, or that person everyone avoids at office parties. Emotional intelligence is not understanding feelings, not being nice to people, and definitely not smiling constantly like a psychopath. It's the skill of managing your own internal chaos and reading other people's chaos like an experienced bomb technician. 4 components of EQ: self-awareness, knowing what's happening in your head. Self-regulation, not telling your colleague to go to hell. Social awareness, realizing your colleague's cat just died. Relationship management, helping them and becoming the person they bring coffee to. Self-awareness. Imagine your brain as a cluttered apartment. In one corner, anger at your boss. In another, anxiety about the future. Over there, an old grudge against your parents. And in the middle, you, trying to find the TV remote. Self-awareness is when you turn on the lights in that apartment and say, okay, so that's where that smell is coming from. Classic example, you're yelling at your partner because they folded towels wrong. Person with low EQ thinks, they're an idiot. Person with high EQ stops and thinks, I'm screaming about towels? Maybe this isn't about towels, but about not sleeping well, work being overwhelming, and feeling like I'm losing control of life? That's self-awareness. The ability to catch yourself on autopilot and ask, hold on, what's really happening right now? Want to level this up? When you feel a strong emotion, any emotion, stop for 5 seconds and name it. When you name an emotion, your prefrontal cortex activates and calms down the amygdala, your internal paranoid. That's neuroscience, baby. Self-regulation is the moment between I want to punch them and actually doing it. For people with high EQ, that moment is longer. Low EQ, impulse action in 0.2 seconds. High EQ, impulse pause choice action in 5 to 10 seconds. Those extra 10 seconds have saved more careers than all team building courses combined. Legend of the CEO, received insulting email, wrote devastating response, saved to drafts, went to sleep. Morning came, reread it, thought wow, did I really want to send this? Deleted it, wrote normal response. Client apologized. Emotions are chemical reactions. They come in waves. If you learn not to act at the peak of the wave, it will subside on its own. Always. The 10-10-10 technique, how will I feel in 10 minutes? In 10 months? In 10 years? Social awareness isn't psychic ability. It's attentiveness. Most people are so immersed in their internal monologue that they don't notice what's happening with others at all. You're telling a friend about your project. They say cool. But looking at their phone, cross their arms, voice is flat. Person with low EQ, they're interested. Person with high EQ, they're not interested but being polite, or something happened to them. Rule: when words don't match nonverbal cues, trust the body. The body can't lie as well as the tongue. Want to level up? Game: in every conversation, determine what the person is really feeling, not what they're saying. People remember those who see them. Not hear, but see. That's the magic that makes you unforgettable. Empathy isn't I feel your pain, it's I understand why you feel pain. The difference is huge. Relationship management isn't manipulation. It's the ability to create win-win situations even when it seems impossible. Your subordinate screwed up. Project failed. Low EQ, you're fired. Idiot. Result: 1 enemy, 0 lessons, reputation as tyrant. High EQ, let's figure this out. What happened? Where did you get stuck? What can we do? What will we change next time? Result: loyal employee who'll work twice as hard. Anger is cheap fuel. Burns fast and leaves ash. Trust and respect are nuclear energy. Long-lasting, stable, powerful. Golden rule of conflicts: focus not on what was said, but what's underneath. You never help, low EQ, I washed dishes yesterday. High EQ, you're feeling overwhelmed? Let's discuss tasks. See the trick? You shifted from positions to interests. This isn't about dishes. It's about feeling unfairness. Solve the interest, the problem disappears. Does this work? People with high EQ earn $29,000 more per year. 90% of top performers have high EQ. EQ is twice as important as IQ for career success. Companies with emotionally intelligent leaders show 20% higher profits. IQ barely changes after age 20. EQ you can level up until you die. It's a skill, not a talent. Your brain is plastic. Every time you pause before reacting, you're rewiring neural pathways. You know what changed in my life when I leveled up my EQ? People started saying, "You're easy to be around." In a world where everyone's stressed and exploding, being someone easy to be around is a superpower on par with teleportation. Let's recap. Emotional intelligence is knowing what's happening in your head, not being a slave to your first impulse, seeing what's really happening with people, building relationships that don't fall apart. Your homework: 1 moment, catch yourself having an emotion, name it. 1 person, look at what they're feeling. 1 choice, count to 10 before responding. This won't make you a Zen master. But it'll make you 1% better. 1% every day for a year, that's a different person. Emotional intelligence won't make life easy. But it'll make you capable of handling any difficulty. In a world where everyone crumbles at the slightest stress, that's what separates winners from perpetual complainers. EQ isn't a gift. It's a decision. See you in the comments. Write which part resonated most. And if any of your friends are screaming at cashiers, send them this video. Might help.